We all know Paul Pierce, the NBA legend, future Hall of Famer and one of the greatest Boston Celtic players of all time. But many do not know the night that could have ended not only his basketball career, but his life. Way before being Don the Truth, Pierce was a kid from Englewood, California growing up in the 90s. He turned to basketball to get away from the violent, gang-ridden streets in which he lived. Ironically, a die-hard Lakers fan who hated the Celtics, Pierce dreamed of playing for the Lakers and following in the footsteps of his idol, Magic Johnson. Pierce played on the varsity team at Englewood High from sophomore year on and established himself as an Englewood legend by the time of graduation. McDonald's All-American and State Player of the Year honors would eventually follow, as would a scholarship to play for Coach Roy Williams at Kansas, and later a spot in the first round of the 1998 NBA Draft. The Boston Celtics, a team he once despised, took Pierce 10th overall and saw the potential. Pierce, a 6'7", 220-pound rookie, was at the forefront of a young Celtics team where he averaged 16.5 points, 6.4 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 1.7 steals per game through 48 games before suffering a season-ending ankle injury. His impressive first season earned him NBA All-Rookie First Team honors. Pierce improved his scoring by 3 points per game in his sophomore year, finishing the 1999 through 2000 season averaging 19.5 points and an NBA second-best 2.1 steals per game. Pierce, alongside teammate Antoine Walker, were re-establishing the identity of the Boston Celtics as a promising franchise. The future of the team was in the hands of Pierce and Walker. On September 25th, year 2000, just weeks before his third season was set to begin, Pierce was stabbed 11 times in the face, neck, and back, along with getting a bottle smashed on his head while partying at the Buzz Club in the Boston area. Pierce, just 22 years old, was stabbed at around 1 a.m. while in the pool room of the club. Pierce was trying to break up a fight which led to the stabbings. Luckily, many friends of Pierce's were around, including Celtics teammate Tony Battie, who broke up the altercation and rushed Pierce to the hospital. Immediate surgery was done on Pierce to repair the damage to his collapsed lung. The worst wound of the 11 was 7 inches deep. Because Pierce was wearing a leather jacket that night, doctors say the wounds weren't as deadly as they could have been. Police said they were investigating witness reports that guys who stabbed Pierce were allegedly affiliated with a local rap group called Made Men. Witnesses also claimed there were about 20 men included in the fight. Nobody was arrested that night. 3 days later, 2 of the 3 men wanted for the crime turned themselves in, and the third eventually did so as well. The 3 men were charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, and they were all confirmed to be affiliated with the Made Men rap group. Conflicting stories and denied testimonies called for a messy case. Eventually, all 3 defendants charged with trying to kill the NBA star were acquitted. 2 of the men were convicted on lesser charges and were found innocent of armed assault with intent to murder. 2 of the men were convicted of assault and battery, while the other received charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Less than a week after the deadly incident, Paul Pierce walked out of the New England hospital on his own and was ready for the season. According to the former Boston Celtics player and coach Casey Jones, he was very lucky and had the Angels on his side. Despite having wounds in his upper body and playing at half strength at the beginning of the 2000 to 2001 season, Pierce played all 82 games, the only Celtics player to do so that year. It was his best season of them all. He led Boston in scoring with 25.3 points along with 6.4 rebounds and 3.1 assists per game. It was as if nothing had happened to Pierce. In 2003, Pierce donated $2.5 million to help expand the medical center which saved his life. Paul Pierce is an inspiration. He would put the event behind him and become one of the greatest players of the 2000s. Though he admits the event caused great trauma to his life, he is grateful for his friends and doctors' actions that night. If you would like to see more videos like this one, subscribe to our channel. I'm Ricardo, and thanks for watching Buzz TV.